Not getting attention as a teenager from men really did something to my brain, because I remember when I finally got catcalled like in the street for the first time in my life when I was like 18, I was like, I won! Finally! This means that I am hot, right? If a random like creepy guy who's probably a tweaker is catcalling me all of a sudden, then that must mean that I am finally pretty, because this has never happened before. And I heard from all the like girls that I thought were pretty that were getting male attention from like high school, I would always hear these like horror stories of like men harassing them on the street, and I would feel
Yeah, guys. Harassing, catcalling. We know that women hate it, but when they don't receive it, funnily enough, they cannot live without it. Very interesting how that works. It also makes you question, how will women survive with the increasing number of men who just don't care about dating, don't hit up women, don't ask for their numbers, right? We're starting to see the effect, some women already bitching about it. Well, how about you? But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the desert. Today we'll talk about women. We'll continue documenting the downfall of the West. And this is one of the funny aspects of it, that women get so much attention, and they have been getting so much attention for decades, that, you know, they're whining all day long, oh, men are so annoying, and all this unsolicited attention, blah, blah, blah. As we all know, they cannot live without it. Like, they literally cannot breathe without male attention. So they have a lot of that incoming for them. Let's continue with the video, guys, and then we have 2 article stories.
Jealous. I know that's a crazy thing to say, but I would feel jealous because I wasn't getting harassed on the street, and they were getting like boyfriends and stuff, and they already had their first kiss, so that meant that I wasn't pretty enough. And so I suddenly was like correlating getting harassed with being pretty, which is just crazy. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. Not getting attention as a teenager.
It's not that crazy. I mean, it's not about harassing, right? But yeah, all this catcalling that women say they hate, yeah, they love it. By the way, if they really hated it, guys, they will be content to not get it. But every time I've seen a woman not get attention, she hates it. I remember the story of one woman who went to Sweden. And so, you know, as far as I know, haven't been there, right? But as far as I know, people there don't like eye contact much. So she immediately started whining that nobody's checking her out. I mean, they really cannot live without it. But fellas, let's move on to the next one. This is a very interesting one. Oh no, sorry, this is the third one. POV, you're meeting Mr. 50-50. Mahmoud! And she goes for the less expensive product. So she was gonna put on perfume, guys, but see, because you're not paying $300 on the first date, she's gonna use this cheap ass shit over here. Let's read the comments from the "We love equality women," right? Let's read the comments from the feminists, guys, that have been fighting for equality. It's not even worth going there. Not even worth Sol de Janeiro. So this is the product, apparently. Stay home, says another one. Why are you even meeting? Better use it as air freshener instead. The smell of the laundry detergent on my clothes should be enough. Why are we meeting Mr. 50-50? Sol de Janeiro is too expensive for Mr. 50-50. A waste of Sol de Janeiro. Bath and Body Works is more than enough. Still too expensive, I will use $5 perfume. Why are you even meeting him? Such a waste of time. Not even worth Sol de Janeiro, please don't go. Just don't even go, another one says. Why are you meeting him? Put on some dollar store body spray. I'm just reading. I'm trying to find one woman, guys. We've heard so much about women who love equality. I'm trying to find one in the comment. I don't see one. Your time is more expensive than all those perfumes combined. Stay home, sis. We don't meet those. I will only use Dove deodorant for this guy. Why even bother going? Talking in the first place, girl. Girl. Why do all women talk like they are gay? I hate them so much. But anyway, sorry, couldn't find one. How many comments has this post? 400. Well, there's not even one, guys. There's not even one from a woman that stands for equality. Now, if you ask them, of course, they want equal job opportunities. They want equal authority. They want equal power, right? But then when it comes to 50-50, oh, sorry, I got butthurt. My pussy stinging right now. I got so butthurt. Oh my hell. Women, right? It went for the double standards, guys. Holy fucking shit. Where's the equality? You all wanted equality. Where are the women who enjoy equality? Now the truth is, guys, women view dating so transactionally that all of them have become prostitutes. And this fucking Windows pisses me off. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, they have become prostitutes, alright? Literal whores they are. And dating has always been transactional, I'm not claiming otherwise, but they've just taken it to an extent where, well, if you don't pay, I'm not gonna put on perfume. You have to pay, right, to unlock new levels. The more you pay, the more access you have to a woman. And if you pay enough, they all have a price. If you pay enough, you get between her pants, alright? Doesn't matter how unattractive or stupid you are. If you have enough money, you just gain access over all of them. And that's it. Women are just extra steps prostitutes. That's really what they are. They're not dignified. They don't have a fucking soul. It's just, it really depends on your wallet, right? And same goes otherwise. If you don't have enough money, they're not going to put on perfume, or they're not going to show up to the date, or they're not going to see you again if they already are on the date and you suggest going 50-50, right? Which, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with men paying. I think men should pay. But I think women should abide by the traditional female roles too, which they don't, so this is why we don't pay. Alright, don't pay for women, guys. It's such a fucking waste. You're not gonna put on perfume? Okay, well, if you're not fucking me, I'm not gonna see you again, and I also won't pay for the food, so fuck you. Men are trying to get sex, women are trying to get resources. This is what dating has become. It's just a game of who can get the most, providing the least, right? Which is why all the men that succeed are men who don't pay for anything yet get all the sex. Those are the winners. You know who are the losers? The guys who pay for everything and don't get sex in return. They are the biggest losers. Alright, the romantic kind, the men that do, I wanna be chivalrous. Yeah, wrong generation to do that. By the way, don't be paying for these hoes, guys. But anyway, women are just prostitutes, man. How can I explain this to my family, alright? My family that expects me to get married, how do I explain to them that 9 out of 10 women are glorified prostitutes and they are the equivalent of a whore, dirty, cheap whore, right? How do I tell them that? Anyway, let's move on to the last one, guys, before article stories. This is a woman shopping.
Mom, yep, I am. Size 5.
So the caption says, in a world where the elites are PDF files, controlling everything, don't dress your little girls in disgusting clothes, do better. So I wanted to touch on this topic, guys. Look at these pants.
Are you
So this is, what did you say, size 5? I have no fucking idea what that is, but
flipping kidding me?
yeah, the amount of times I've seen like 12-year-old girlies wearing these shorts. Women today, even the young ones, dress like prostitutes. And that's not an insult towards the young ones. Okay, I'm not claiming that a 12-year-old wants to be sexualized. I'm not saying that. She probably doesn't. She probably doesn't understand it. She probably just wants to be cool like her friends. But they just dress like prostitutes. That is a fact. I've told this many times to people, and they tell me, why do you have to sexualize them? I'm not sexualizing them, you fucking moron. I know you have like 20 IQ, you cannot reach the levels of enlightenment my mind possesses, but I'm not actually sexualizing the 12-year-old. I'm just saying, I'm stating the obvious, that the way she's dressed is already sexualized, alright? These clothes are sexualizing. Like, this skirt is what a prostitute will wear. It's so fucking disgusting how women are dressing today. Forget about the older ones. The older ones are obviously prostitutes, and they do it willingly, like they know. Yes, they do it to sexualize themselves, to catch the male gaze, alright? They are essentially prostitutes. Not the young ones, alright? But it's what they sell. It's what's modern. I remember, guys, when I was living in Spain, there was this trend. I don't see it anymore, but back then, so I was like 15 years old, there was this trend of young women literally showing their arses. Like, there was this trend of wearing pants that will show off like half your butt. And I was like, dude, what is going on? Like, all these women who are 13 to 15 walking with half their ass visible. It was fucking insane. Man, it was PDF file heaven. If I was a PDF file, guys, that's my dream. You know, all the underage girlies running around with half their arses showing. What the fuck is wrong with society, genuinely? These fucking clothes should be banned, alright? Especially for certain age groups. Any parent that buys this to her, like, daughter should be taken to jail or to an asylum. This is not normal. And then they say, men are so horny all the time. Yeah, we've come to a point where we're watching soft porn when we go to the street. Like, women are literally dressed in the same way they dress for a porno. Right, you can go to X videos, guys, and you'll find women dressed in the same way for a porno that they are dressed in the street, that they are dressed for work. It's crazy. It's insane. But anyway, that's probably part of the patriarchy too, right? Everything is fault for the patriarchy, guys. Anyway, let's move on to articles. Stop dressing women as hoes. That's my... That's the summary of it. Alright, first article. How to get rid of my pure and innocent vibe I put off to women. I am a 26-year-old male. I always have gotten told that I am something along the lines of too pure and innocent by women. Every time I have asked a woman out, I have gotten rejected. Multiple times they told me right after, you're just too innocent. I don't want to ruin you. Or sometimes they will just bring it up out of the blue in group conversations. He's so innocent. I absolutely hate it, and I'm now a virgin about to turn 27 in a couple of weeks without even kissing a woman in my life. What causes this, and how do I get rid of it? So, you have you have a case here where you suffer from being a good man, all right? And as we all know, women despise that with a burning passion. Women would rather get with a convict than get with a good, pure guy. All right, they would rather make out with an alien than with a good guy. They would rather make out with a pig that's been rolling in the mud than with a good guy. They will go have sex with a horse before they give the good guy a chance, right? I mean, as we all know, guys, it's like it's the worst thing you can do, all right, to be pure and innocent, which I find ironic because that's a male's wet dream, to find a pure and innocent woman, which, as we all know, they don't exist past the age of 10. Right? So the male's biggest dream is the woman's biggest turnoff. They hate good men, right? All these women that have told you, you're too innocent, I don't want to ruin you. All of those women have choked on a big fat dick from a guy who's probably a felon and beats his mother. All right? These same women that get an ick because you're pure and innocent are getting sex from guys who've nothing going on for them, all right? So this is why, guys, I'm just so tired of this discussion. Women always saying, we're all the good men, we want good men. You literally don't. You just don't, all right? I open my eyes and I see that that is not the case. Because I know thousands, well, not thousands, but I've seen thousands. I don't know them, but I've seen thousands of guys who are good and pure and innocent, and women just get the ick. They get drier than a fucking desert, alright? They fucking hate, despise men who are good. They hate it. It's just the fucking truth, alright? And then you check on these women, guys. You check on their dating histories of women who wanted a good man and a hopeless romantics. You check on their story, and it's nothing but bad boys. It's nothing but players, nothing but felons, nothing but convicts, alright, who beat their mothers and skin alive small puppies. That's who they date, that's who they love, that's what gets them wet in their vaginas. I don't like it, right? I wish women were good people, but they sadly aren't, guys. Women just fucking suck. They are bad people, terrible people. They punish good and worship and reward evil. So that's women for you. Let's see if someone here has reached the same conclusion. They aren't attracted to you and they're making shit up to let you down easy. True. The original poster says, sure, maybe. However, I am with friends with a couple of other guys who have also struggled dating and get rejected a lot, but they have never been told they were innocent. Why might I be slapped with that label, but not them? Yada yada. This. I second this. I have never found it attractive if a dude has slept with a lot of people. I don't find that objective piece of information unattractive either, in itself. Same with the complete opposite situation, virginity or whatnot. Might I possibly have questions about it if I'm actually interested in the guy? Yes, because I'm interested in him and want to know how he feels about his past. Because I want to feel a healthy sense of pride and a healthy sense of willingness for exploration. Blah blah blah. I just want to know that someone is their own friend because yada yada, just too much bullshit. But what this woman essentially says is that she doesn't care about body count, which is one of the reasons why a man having a large body count is not the same as a woman having a large body count. They always say this, well, you want us to not be run through, but what if you're run through? Well, if I am run through, it just simply doesn't matter as much because women are not biologically wired to care as much. Some women do, and it's completely fine, and I think they should, honestly. But the truth is, most women don't care. In fact, most women will view it as a red flag if you're a virgin, and will prefer you to essentially to be run through as a man. All right, so it's just not the same. So don't apply the same standard. Another one says, dude, I can't help but think that the type of woman to tell you this is doing you a favor by rejecting you. Oh, absolutely, you're dodging bullets left, right, and center. But still, it doesn't address the problem that men today are lonely because all women are fucking whores. Right? So it's good that we're not getting paired up with these demons, but it's also bad that every fucking woman alive is a demon, you see? Make the first date a bank robbery. Yeah, just do something evil, you know, maybe slap your mother across the face, maybe rob a small child of its popsicle, you know, just do something evil. And that is when women start considering you. Maybe be jobless, you know, smoke weed all day. I don't know, guys. Just be a dropout. Just be a stinking pile of shit. And then women will start getting interested. It especially depends on how you treat them, all right? So instead of treating them good and buying them flowers and all this bullshit, treat them like they are disposable. Treat them like a bag of flesh, right? That's when they love you. Those women are just being nice. They aren't attracted to you, and making changes doesn't guarantee that they will. Yada yada. Let's see what this woman says. Every word, body language, and tone someone says and does implies incentive whether they want it or not. An innocence, in a sense, is them sensing you haven't acted uninterested before. Another one says, as a woman, I can see myself saying this to a guy if he is sort of shy and skinny or low self-esteem. But here is the thing. I bet if you worked out and had a great physique, most women will no longer call you too innocent to date. I don't know if you need to work out and build muscle, but just assuming this is the case. So anyway, it's not about confidence. Women say, it's about confidence. It's really not. Women don't like men with confidence. They like men who are bad. If you have confidence as a good guy, they will still not like you, right? But anyway, fellas, let's read the last one. In resume, they just like bad boys. They can't help it. If you're a good guy, you're going to be last on the list of people they will date, as we all know. Okay, let's read this. Went on a date, then she ghosted me, then she messaged me 8 days later. I went on a date with this girl, 29 female, last Wednesday night. I asked her to text me when she got home. She said she would, then she never did, and I never heard from her after that. So here we have the classical example of the emotionally intelligent gender who cannot even like follow up. They lie as they breathe. You know, they always make up lies and excuses and they always play games. I mean, the emotionally intelligent gender, right, fellas? I messaged her a couple of days after the date to follow up and she did not respond to that either. So I just figured she ghosted me and I moved on. Then today, 8 days after our date, she said, sorry, I went MIA. Ended up going on a last-minute trip with friends. How was your week? How am I supposed to respond to that? Oh, all right. So the excuse for this woman is that she went on a trip. I'm guessing she went on a trip with Indiana Jones to the Lost Temple or something. So she had no Wi-Fi, right? Which is why she didn't reply for 8 weeks. I don't know. Maybe she went underground, right? Maybe some cave diving to the depths of the earth. So she just couldn't respond. I mean, it's either that or she was just getting fucked by probably a black guy, which is why she hasn't responded, right? Nothing against black guys, but, you know. She was taking a big fat dick up her asshole, is what I'm meaning to say, which is why she didn't reply, right? So why did she reply now? Well, probably because she got bored of the last winner from the guy who's not responding anymore. So she still wants to follow up on that free meal that she was promised. I mean, women are just so horrid, guys. Women are so retarded. Yes, she's texting 15 other guys. Yes, she's getting fucked by at least 5 of them. Yes, she's increasing her body counts by the week until, before you meet her. Women are just trash. They're just bad people. They are filth. They are scum, the scum of the earth. They are piles of shit that you're wasting time. You say you're wasting time because you try to talk with them and all this bullshit. If you want to be successful at dating, you should not be spending more than 5 minutes on the app. And if they're not willing to suck you off in those 5 minutes, then you're just wasting your time. All right? Because some other guy is getting sucked off, spending no more than 5 minutes. But here you are thinking about her, throughout your days, writing articles about her. Bruv, she does not care. And you're caring too much. Just don't date, guys. My advice is not even date but be a player. Date but treat them bad. No, don't date, because dating is a losing game for men. Even if you get all the pussy, you're still losing on being a masculine man, right? You're playing the game according to women's rules. Just fuck all of that. Why are you even on the dating app? What are you doing there, mate? You're not gonna find anything of worth. So just fuck off with dating. Be single and be alone. You know what? Become a passport bro. Go to some other country where women don't ghost, where women are not mentally retarded, right? Where women don't come pre-fucked by 20 to 60 dicks, depending on how promiscuous they are. So just do that. Women fucking suck in the West. Women are trash. Women are steaming piles of garbage. Just fucking leave them behind. And even, guys, I will advise you, just move away from your countries. Let your countries rot. I want the whole West to rot. I want for it to annihilate itself. Now, you may call me a nihilist, but the thing is, no matter what I want, it will still rot. Like, even if I want to prevent it, the West will collapse. It's too late to fix it. It's over. We allowed feminism to destroy society from within, the society that we built, and it's just over. All right, our society has a massive tumor, and it's going to fucking die, and it's too late to prevent it. All right, this is stage 3 cancer in our society, so it's over. You might as well just get out of it, right? And we're watching it unfold. Like, it will probably unfold while you're still alive. I'll still be alive no matter what, because I'm an immortal mummy. But you'll probably witness it too, right? But anyway, fellas, let me know what you think about the downfall of the West, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.